Nysc Corper cries out after police in Anambra state brutalized her while conducting an illegal search operation. I was practically naked and had to plead with them to allow me to put on my clothes, which they eventually allowed but violated my privacy as I was forced to dress up in their presence. Officers of the Nigerian Police Force in Ogbaro, local government area of Anambra State, have brutalized a serving member of the National Youth Service Corps while also falsifying her police statement. The corps member, Akinlabi, other names concealed, said the harassment against her began on September 17th after men of the notorious Special Anti-Robbery Squad broke into her compound while she was asleep and pointed a flashlight to her face while claiming to be looking for Yahoo boys. SARS is notorious for numerous rights violations of young people in the country with the internet or with the intent of extorting them or criminating them of on committing crimes. Narrating her ordeal to Sahara reporters on Tuesday, Akinlabi said, on 17th of September 2020 by 2 o'clock a.m., a team of people broke into our compound, claiming to be SARS and searching for Yahoo boys, broke my window net, pointed their torchlight at my face while asleep and commanded me to open the entrance door for them. I was scared to do as commanded because I couldn't identify who they were. Rather, I shouted and ran into the passage for help. On getting to the passage, I saw another set of people at the window, threatening to deal with me if I did not open the door. As I continued to shout for help, one of my neighbors opened her door for me and I entered her room and was shocked as they still came to the window of the woman, insisting that we must open the door or they would break the door. Some of them later broke into an empty room but cutting off the burglary and entered the passage. The other broke the burglary of the room we were, opened the door for others to have access to the room. They started assaulting me by slapping and hitting me with cutlasses and sticks. At this point, I was practically naked and had to plead with them to allow me to put on my clothes, which they eventually allowed but violated my privacy as I was forced to dress up in their presence. The beating continued after that and I got handcuffed like a common criminal for an offense I knew nothing about. They threatened to lock me up for 48 hours for refusing to open the door for them. I and another guy in the lodge were taken to their van and they asked us to stand in the rain for hours. They insisted on us giving them money for fuel before we could be released. We were released when they realized we were not ready to give any money. Despite reporting the incident to NYC officials in the state, Akinlabi said her report was falsified and never shown to her. The following morning, I called my LGI first and my PPA principal, and they both asked me to go to the police station to make a report. On getting there, one officer initially refused to take my complaint until she was informed that the DPO was aware of the incident. In spite of this, she insisted on writing my statement by herself and in her own way. Please note that I never wrote or signed any statement at the police station as the officer refused to allow me to do so, she said. Fearing for her safety and that of her family, Akinlabi called on the Inspector General of Police, rights groups, and the international community to investigate the brutal invasion of her residence and assault against her and bring the officers involved to book. She also asked the Inspector General of Police to see to it and that she was duly compensated for damages done to her physically and on her properties in the process of the crime committed against her while serving her country. Thank you for listening to this news. You can see. See, I don't know our this our Nigerian police force. I don't know where we are heading to with them. See, left to me alone, we should not have Nigerian police again. Yes, they should be replaced. If possible, let's have another faction of Nigerian soldiers. These ones will now be the one playing the role of the Nigerian police. They will not be the one carrying out the responsibility of the Nigerian police in the community. This faction will not be going to war, but theirs is to check what is happening in the community and around. But this particular Nigerian police, they should be scrapped off. Both them and the SARS. In fact, the SARS own is the worst. They are worse. In fact, you cannot compare a SARS officer you cannot differentiate a SARS officer from a thuggery. They are the same. They do the same thing. They are just alike. They smoke the same air, the same Indian M. They rob people just the same way. In fact, everything they do are just the same. When you see a SARS officer, you have seen a criminal. You have seen a thug. So what then is the need of having people of such in the security force when they are seen to be criminals, when they are seen to be thuggery? Why do we have them then? Can't they be scrapped? Can't they be dismissed? Why are we having them? What do we need them for? They are a problem to the masses. See how they brutalize this poor girl. I like her move. At least I want to say that the federal government should heed to the cry of this girl, and the Nigerian military should take cognizant action on these illegal officers. So my viewers, what's your take on this news? Please do well to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.